It's a Houseofthedragon. And this also recently released in 2022 episode 1. Let's watch it.
As the first century of the Targaryen dynasty came to a close, the health of the old king, Jaehaerys, House Targaryen, stood at the height of its strength, with 10 adult dragons under its yoke. King
Dragons.
Jaehaerys reigned over nearly 60 years. Tragedy had claimed both his sons. In the year 101, the old king called a great council to choose an heir. 14 succession claims were heard, but only 2 were truly considered. Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, Prince Viserys Targaryen, the king's eldest male.
What is that?
The Prince Viserys Targaryen.
The lords instead chose Viserys, my father, called the Great Council to prevent a war being fought over his succession. Tear down the House of the Dragon was itself.
172 years before Targaryen. King. What does?
I trust your ride was pleasant.
Try not to look too relieved, sir.
That golden beast brings you back unspoiled. Saves my head from a spike.
Syrax is growing quickly. I believe I'm quite content as a spectator. Thank you.
Did it see the dragon? There was looks good riding on a horse.
No, I don't like you to go flying while I'm in this condition.
You don't like me to go flying when you're in any condition. Did you sleep?
I slept.
How long?
I don't need mothering, Rhaenyra.
Someone has to attend to you.
You will lie in this bed soon enough, Rhaenyra.
Rather serve as a knight and ride to battle in glory.
He doesn't want to be a situation.
The childbed is our battlefield. Now take a bath. You stink of dragon.
The growing alliance among the free cities has taken to styling itself Stone, and are presently ridding the Stepstones of its pirate infestation, a crab feeder, due to his inventive methods of punishing his enemies.
I must not be late. Leaves people wanting to come.
I was visiting mother.
On Dragonbed?
Urge your brother to fill his seat on the council as commander of the watch.
Do you think Daemon is distracted by his presence?
If those shipping lanes should fall, it will beggar our ports.
The Crown has heard your report. It's under advisement.
Okay.
Perhaps we might delay until the child is in hand.
All the games are over. My son will be born.
No way of predicting the sex of the child.
Of course.
There's a boy in the Queen's belly.
I know it.
Really?
Pass through the Red Keep's gates at first light.
Does my father know he's here?
No.
Good.
God be good.
It's all right, sir.
It's a prequel siya.
Dochen palit not stati lux daor. Nase pavron qui jalina.
I bought you something.
No eyebrow.
Clear and steel. Like Dark Sister.
Turn around. Now, you and I both own a small piece of our ancestry.
When Princess Nymeria arrived in Dawn, who did she take to husband? What was his name?
Lord something.
Tamalo will be furious.
She's funny when she's furious.
You're always like this when you're worried. It's agreeable. If you're worried, your father is about to overshadow you with a son. The sun.
I want to fly with you on Dragonback, see the great wonders across the narrow sea and eat only cake.
I'm being serious.
I like this position. It's quite comfortable.
Put Moore's Martell of Dawn to husband and burnt her own fleet of Sunspear to show her people that they were finished running.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
So you're
Rhaenyra!
it's over competing.
Can you say yet what it is?
We've sent inquiries to the Citadel.
A small cut from sitting the throne. It's nothing.
Might I suggest cauterization?
Cauterization would be a wise course of treatment. You agree?
It was cauterization.
You spend more time in that bath than I do on the throne. Tepid.
It's as warm as the maesters will allow. I wouldn't be surprised if I hatched an actual dragon.
And he will be loved.
The dragons there for the cradle that she said reminded her of Vagar.
God be good.
Any word from your dear brother?
Not since I named him commander of the City Watch.
Nothing will cause the babe to grow a cock if it does not already possess one.
This child is a boy, Emma.
Yeah.
And I heard the sound of thundering hooves, splintering shields and ringing swords. Placed our son upon the Iron Throne.
What hoping?
Wearing it. I've lost one babe in the cradle, had 2 stillbirths and 2 pregnancies ended well before their time. I know it is my duty to provide you an heir. And I'm sorry if I have failed you. I've mourned all the dead children I can.
Commander on the floor!
When I took command of the watch, you were stray mongrels. Starving and undisciplined. A pack of hounds. Sated, honed for the hunt. My brother's city has fallen. King's Landing will learn to fear the colour gold.
Okay. They're cutting the hair. And some detail. And lots of body parts.
Unprecedented roundup of criminals of every ilk. A public show of it. All away the resulting dismemberments when it was done. The prince cannot be allowed to act with this kind of unchecked impunity. You are to explain your doings with the City Watch.
Your new gold cloaks made quite the impression last night, didn't they?
Making a public spectacle of wanton brutality is hardly in line with our law.
You mightn't know this unless you left the safety of the Red Keep, but much of King's Landing is seen by the small folk as lawless.
I just hope you don't have to maim half of my city to achieve this.
Time will tell.
Only the prince would show the same devotion to his lady wife as he does his work, your grace.
This bitch is happier for my absence.
Lady Rhea is your wife.
Veil menacing sheep instead of women. I can assure you, the sheep are prettier.
Dear me.
Lady Rhea to you, Lord Hightower, if own lady wife passed recently.
Getting angry.
Any further performances like last night's will be answered.
Giving me a warning.
Understood, your grace.
King's Landing has been in decline since my grandmother passed. This new City Watch might be a good thing.
What's going on?
Troubles you, my prince. Could bring in another. Perhaps a maiden. Could even arrange one with Silvere. The king cannot replace you.
Look at the fine knights in these lists. I see a group without equal in our histories. Queen Emma has begun her labors. The luck of the 7 shine upon all combatants.
I'm going to do the worst thing. I know what is called.
The heart of household.
Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, I would humbly ask for the favor of the queen who never was.
Good fortune to you, cousin.
I would gladly take it if I thought I needed it. You have Baratheon's tongue for that.
Promised that young Tarly Squire.
Lord Massey's son.
They're to be married as soon as he wins his night.
I heard that Lady Eleanor is hiding a swollen belly beneath her dress.
So bad.
What do you know about this Sir Kristen Cole, Sir Howard?
I'm told Sir Kristen is common-born, that he's just unhorsed both of the Baratheon lines.
City will now choose its first opponent! Daemon Targaryen chooses Sir Gawain Hightower of...
Who's going to win this one? The guy's no marks. You see that sitting?
Now, I'm fairly certain I can win these games, Lady Alicent. Having your favor would all but assure it.
Good luck, my prince.
Aroma. more done in the
The
process.
infant is in breach, Your Grace. All attempts to turn the babe have failed.
Do something for her!
We've given these fighting with all her might, but it may not be enough. All right. This is going to be all right.
Celebrate the birth of our future king.
The years since King Maegor's end, these nights were as green as summer grass. None have known real war. They're on balls full of seed, and we expect them to act with honour and grace.
Not in the pace. What is a
Your Grace, if you would, it becomes necessary for the father to make an impossible to sacrifice one or to lose them both. He can save the child. A technique directly into the womb to free the infant. But the resulting blood loss...
C-section or the baby.
You can save the... We must either act now or leave it with the god.
Sir Kristen Cole will now tilt and...
They're going to bring the babe out now.
He makes the choice.
I love you.
Serious?
They're going to bring the babe.
No, I'm scared, Martin.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. They're going to...
Just say you're going to die.
I'm making the first incision.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
It's trying to help me. Bishop just the sword. Black is going to win.
Yield. Yield.
Let's do it. He's going to do it again and he will win. Ah, she's there.
I was hoping to ask for the princess's favour.
What was she like, Sir Kristen?
Princess. Congratulations, Your Grace. You have a son. It's a boy.
It's true.
A new heir, Your Grace. Had you and the Queen chosen a name? They're waiting for you.
This guy is going to be villain also. Keep the fire. There you go.
Where's Rhaenyra?
Your Grace, this is the last thing any of us wish to discuss at this dark hour, but I can see recent tragedies have left you without an obvious heir.
The king has an heir, my lord has.
Succession be firmly in place for the stability of the realm.
The succession is already set.
Daemon Targaryen.
If Daemon were to remain the uncontested heir, it could destabilize the realm.
What he did with the gold cloaks. The City Watch is fiercely loyal to him. An army 2,000...
Putting Daemon in command of the City Watch was your solution.
Should be far away from this court.
Daemon is my brother. My blood. My brother would murder me. Take my crown. Are you?
Daemon has ambition, yes, but not for the throne. He lacks the patience for it.
It would not be an aberration for the king to name a successor.
Well, who else would have a claim?
King's firstborn child.
Rhaenyra. No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
That is only by tradition and precedent.
By naming a girl heir.
Daemon would be a second Maegor. Truth as I see it, and I know that others here agree.
Such as your wife, Lord Corlys, but the queen who never was.
Rhaenys was the only child of Jaehaerys' eldest son.
Months ago, you announced your support for Daemon.
If we cannot agree on an heir, then how can we
My
expect
wife
a realm?
and son are dead! Here and suffer crows that come to feast on their corpses!
Son is dead.
Even to Old Town, straight away. The Queen was well loved by all. I found myself thinking of your own mother today.
How is his grace?
Very low, which is why I sent for you. I thought you might go to him, offer him comfort.
I wouldn't know what to say.
It's not that. He'll be glad of a visitor. You might wear one of your mother's dresses.
The Lady Alicent Hightower.
But I might come and look in on you, Your Grace. I brought a book.
It's very kind, thank you.
I do know how passionate you are for the histories.
Yes.
When my mother died, people only ever spoke to me in riddles. All I wanted was for someone to say that they were sorry for what happened to me. I'm very sorry, Your Grace.
The king's sole heir once again. Might we drink to our future?
Your prince will speak!
Before we begin, Your Grace, I have a report I feel compelled. Last night, Prince Daemon bought out one of the pleasure houses and entertained officers of the City Watch and other friends of his.
The council have long ruled my position as next in line for the throne.
Aelon,
The king's son.
styling him the heir for a day.
You say it.
I don't know what you mean.
You will address me as Your Grace, or I will have my Kingsguard cut out your tongue.
Address him.
Heir for a day. Did you say it?
We must all mourn in our own way, Your Grace.
My family has just been destroyed.
Instead of
being by my...
To celebrate your own rise! Laughing with yours and your leg spittles! I only ever defended you! Yet everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face!
You've only ever tried to send me away anywhere but by your side. 10 years you've been king, and yet your hand.
Why would I do that?
Because I'm your...
Me so deep.
I've only ever spoken the truth. I see Otto Hightower for what he is. Second son who stands to inherit nothing he doesn't seize for himself. Otto, you're weak. Viserys. Council of Leeches knows it. They all prey on you for their own ends. I'm your heir.
Not anymore. And your lady wife at once. And you are to do so without quarrel.
Becoming more even. Beta.
Valerian was the last living creature to have seen old Valyria before the doom. When you look at the dragons, what do you see?
What? You haven't spoken a word to me since my Kingsguard down.
Answer me.
I suppose I see us.
Tell me.
Valerians are closer to gods than to men. But they say that because of our dragons.
That we control the dragons is an illusion. If we don't mind our own histories, it will do the same to us. Targaryen must understand this to be king. Wasted the years since you were born. Wanting for a son. You are the very best of your mother. Great ruling queen.
Daemon is your heir.
Not made to wear the crown. But I believe that you were.
Shall defend him against all enemies, in good faith and without deceit.
The dragon's saddle is one thing, but the Iron Throne is the most dangerous seat in the realm.
To be faithful to King Viserys and his named heir, the Princess Rhaenyra.
I, Ormond Baratheon.
Our histories. They tell us that Aegon looked across the Blackwater from Dragonstone. It is not what drove him to conquest. It was a dream. Just as Daenerys foresaw the end of Valyria, Aegon foresaw the end of the world of men. It is to begin with a terrible winter. Absolute darkness riding on those winds. And whatever dwells within will destroy the world of the... When this great winter comes, Rhaenyra, all of Westeros, a Targaryen must be seated on the Iron Throne.
Winter is coming.
Dream the song of ice and fire. Secret. It's been passed from king to heir since Aegon's time. Now you must promise to carry it. And protect it.
Viserys Targaryen, son of the Andals and the Rhoynar, and the first men, kingdoms, and protector of the realm, Targaryen, princess of Dragonstone, the Iron Throne.
ending. It was pretty good. Some scenes actually pretty brutal though. Very ancient like, and they were all savages. I should watch the episode 2. And episode